Come to some stillness. Close your eyes, go inward. And take a couple breaths here. Within these moments of our day, it's good to just relax before we start movement. And bring ourselves into alignment in our body by sitting nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, placing your feet firmly on the ground and your hands in your lap. As you inhale, feel your chest rise and expand. On the exhale, feel your belly kind of squeezing in and pushing the air out. Now bring your chin towards your chest. Once your chin gets towards your chest, gently start to rock it from one shoulder to the other shoulder. And this is like a massage for the back of your neck. If you ever feel any sharp shooting pain, back off. Now come back through center. Hands to your knees, tuck your chin in more, draw your shoulders forward. And make your cat-like shape. And now bring your hands to your hip crease. Roll the shoulders back, arch the back just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a full arch yet. And just push the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the chin. Stretch the front of your neck. Good. Now we're going to come to neutral. And we're going to slide the left hand forward, right shoulder stays on the right hip. And then we're just going to take some slides forward and back, hands staying on your lap. And just rub your thighs as you twist a couple times from side to side. Nice and slow, making sure nothing's causing you harm. Start to warm up the body. Try to breathe in and out of just your nose. We'll do some more intentional breath later, but right here, just maybe make those short breaths to kind of heat up your body. Your breath can heat you up from the inside. And I feel good this morning. All right, now let's slow down our slides on our hands. Back through center. Relax the shoulders, press the feet into the ground. Inhale, reach the arms straight in front of you. And then reach the arms up overhead. Soften the shoulders as you go up so that it doesn't hold tension in the back. Now squeeze in through your low belly. Kind of lift the rib cage up. Then exhale into cactus arms. Pull the elbows back, lift the head up. Couple breaths here. And then straighten out the arms beside you. So palms facing down, right hand down, left arm reaches up. And then we'll switch sides. Find your little flow here. Isn't that nice? Two more on each side, so one here. One here, one to this side, one to that side. And then we reach both arms up. Stretch up as high as you can, and then exhale, hands to your knees. Tuck your chin in, and then slide down your legs nice and slow, making sure no pain and sharp shooting pain is coming into the back area. And then lift up your head, pull your shoulders back. Bring your belly in between your legs. So shoulders back, head extends forward. Feel the stretch in the low back. And then exhale, forward fold. Maybe even drop the crown of your head towards the floor. Good. Now reach your right arm straight out in front. So keep your left arm down, and then bring your right arm to the right side and look to the right side. Bring the right arm back down and back to the right foot. Left arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches to the left side. And back down. Reach your arms, both arms out in front of you, press into your feet, and then rise up, hands to the sky. Exhale into cactus arms. Lift the chest and chin. Extend the arms back out, and then bring the arms down. Roll out your shoulders up, down, and back. So feeling out, those little nooks and crannies of your body need to be moved. And do two more. And then we'll relax the shoulders down. Take your right ear to your right shoulder, and then your right hand over here to the right side of your head. And if you want, you can kind of like adjust your chin a little lower or lean a little further back to stretch the side of your neck. Option with the left hand also is to put it behind your back or sit on it. You're going to close your eyes and just kind of melt into this posture. Again, adjust your chin slightly forward or tilting slightly back, depending on where you want to receive the stretch. Nice and slow, lift the head back up, release the right hand. Take a big circle in the air with the right arm. And then relax the right arm. We'll do the same on the left hand. Left hand goes to the right side of your head. And then bring your ear to your left shoulder. Right hand can bind behind you. You can sit on it or you can keep it in your lap. And just find your stretch. Tilt your chin slightly forward or tilt it slightly back. And find the stretch that feels perfect for you in this moment. Right, now we'll nice and slow release the head from the hand. Draw a circle with the arm. And relax that arm down. Straighten out your feet in front of you. And relax the shoulders for a moment. And we'll just play with our feet. So point your toes up and then press your toes down. So just kind of pointing and flexing. If it feels better for you to do it in the air, do it like that. Some of you might feel better to have your feet grounded on the floor. Just point and flex the feet. Notice the different muscle groups that work when your feet move. And the more you do it, the more you'll feel it. So I also challenge you while you're watching TV, if you're sitting in a lounge chair or something throughout your day, do this. If you're ever going back on a plane, I heard you're going on a plane. If I know you can't really stick your feet out in a plane, But do rotate your ankles. Do flex your feet however way you can while you're sitting, if you're sitting for long periods of time. Get that blood circulating going, those muscles working. Good. Now relax the feet down. We're going to take the right palm on top of the left palm on top of your head. So elbows are going to be bent. Relax the legs for a moment. And you're going to press up. This is resistance. You're going to press up with the bottom right hand and press down into the palm with your left hand. Draw your shoulders back and your heart lifts, and you feel some resistance. Oftentimes people get this little knot right above, right at the top of their neck there. You might see people with a little bit of a knot there. And this is for that. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the rib cage, breathe. All right. Now release the arms down. Relax for just a second. See if you can feel the tingling in your hands. And then we'll do the opposite side. So if your right palm was on the bottom, we're going to put the right palm on top, left palm on the bottom this time. Bend the elbows, put the head, hand just above your head. So it's a little halo hanging over your head. Press down and press up. Find some resistance. Good. Keep breathing. Awesome. Now release your hands down. Relax the arms. Now bring your toe heel, your feet together so your knees touch, and then we'll lift the right foot up, balancing on the left foot. And just practice this balance. And now kick out your right foot, spread apart your right toes, and then extend the right leg down. Right heel hits the ground, and you're just going to windshield wiper your toes from one side to the other side. Yeah. A windshield wiper there, kind of moving the hip. And now lean back slightly and lift up the leg. So extend from the hip to the heel and just hold. And bend the knee, lower that back down. Relax the right leg. And we'll pause for just a second. And now press the right foot into the ground, lift the left knee. Shoulders down, your head is rising. Couple breaths here. Find your balance. And then straighten out the leg in front of you. See if you can make the leg in one straight line. Now lower the heel. And windshield wiper the foot. Heels down, toes are up, and just windshield wiper side to side. And now back through center. Actively press the right foot into the ground, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee and return it back. Squeeze your knees together. Lift your heels off the ground. Activate your low belly. You may even want to hold your hips. And now hinge forward just slightly, bringing your shoulders forward. And then lean back. Now lean forward. So getting into the lower abdominals here. Little micro movements, hinging forward. Leaning back. So if you're sitting all the way to the back of your chair, this might not be working for you. You kind of need to sit towards the edge. Slower you go, the harder it is because you're not using momentum. All right, nice and slow, come back to neutral, feet down. We're going to take both hands to the right side of your leg and see if you can let that left hand slide down to the outside. What I want you to think about is hooking the shoulder, feeling like the shoulder is getting a stretch. Right hand can stay here and just kind of slide down, twisting to the right side of the room. You'll feel it maybe a little bit in the shoulder blade there. Now, option here is to take the right arm and sweep it up. And now bring the right hand down and fold forward over both legs, nice and neutral. Lift up halfway. And then fold. Now, when you come up halfway, just take the right arm over the left leg and then lean in that direction. So again, you can use your left hand here before you go into the full expression to kind of just help you, encourage you to lean to that left side. Couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, if you like to add on, you're going to pick your left arm up. Stretch up higher. And then fold over both legs again. Reach your arms out in front of you and lift up. Exhale, arms down. Now we're going to take our arms out in front of us. Bend the right arm, put the left arm on top. Make your I Dream of Jeannie hands. I think that's the one where she twitches her nose. And now we're going to bring the elbows to the left, and you're going to look to the right. Now back through center, and then elbows go to the right side of the room as you look over the left. Center. Over to the right with your gaze, elbows go to the left. One more time on each side. And now elbows go above your head. So frame your head. You can hold the elbows if you like, and we'll lean to the right side. We'll come back through center, lean to the left side. And center. Now widen out your stance, and then we're going to bring the arms and head down. So ragdoll, you probably know this better as ragdoll. And if you want, you can sway. If you want to stay still, stay still. Good, and now when you're ready, we're going to let the hands drop down towards the floor. Keep your right hand next to your right arm next to your right leg, and then sweep up the left arm. Reach to the sky. And then we'll lower that arm down. Left arm stays inside of the left leg. Right arm sweeps up. Now lower down. Press your feet into the ground. Sweep your arms up. All the way to the sky. Use your legs to help you. Exhale into cactus arms. Elbows come forward. Left arm on bottom, right arm on top. There you're stacking your forearms again. And now we're going to go to the right and look over to the left. And through center and opposites. So just find your gentle flow here. Elbows go to one side and you look out the other direction. One more to each side. Now elbows over, arms come up over your head, forearms on top of your head. Lean to the left. Now center, lean to the right. And then center, and then hold onto those elbows and lean forward all the way down. And again, you can try stillness or sway, whichever one feels right to you here. See if you can get a little closer to the floor. Beautiful. Now release your hands and keep your left hand, maybe you want to touch the floor this time, or if you have a block, or if you have a book or something that can raise you up. And we'll sweep up the right arm, look towards the right palm. Lower the right hand. And then we'll do the opposite. Left arm reaches up. And bring that arm down. Reach your arms forward, press into your legs, straight spine, all the way up to the sky. And then exhale the arms down. Straighten out your legs into a wide-legged straight legs. We're coming into little V shape here, taking some twist. So we're going to take the right hand and touch the left leg. And as you do that, turn your body. Left hand can go behind you. So try to move the body, the spine, actually move the torso, turning towards the left, but the legs are nice and anchored here. So only the spine is twisting, and maybe the neck. And we'll come back through center, we'll switch sides. Left hand to right leg. And press your feet into the ground and twist to the right. Now come back through center. Lean to the back of your chair and then lift your right foot out. As you kick it out, push through, point your toes and stretch out through the right foot. Now we're just going to draw a circle in the air. Point that big toe and draw a circle with it. This hurts your hip. If you feel bone on bone, don't do it. Circle the other way, unwind. Legs starting to feel a little heavy now. And let's relax the right leg. Whew. Here we go. Left leg lifts up, point your left toes. And draw a circle in the sky. And you may feel things on this side that you didn't feel on the other side. Circle the other way. And now lower that leg down. Press your feet into the ground, reach your arms above your head. Big stretch. Slide your feet forward, closer to the chair, knees bent. Lift up and hands to knees. Sit back tall. Pause here, just breathe. Notice how the hips feel. All right, inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the right. Inhale, arms up. Hands to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. There's one. We finished that one. One more side to the right. And to the left. And up. Hold in the sky. And then let the arms dangle beside you. Catch your breath. Now we'll come and do our standing shape. So take your time, move yourself to the right side of your chair. We'll start by feeling our feet on the ground, being aware of what's beneath us. So this is just a standing posture. And for some people, like, this is so easy. Stand here for a long time. It gets harder because we always do this. We do this. We do whatever. But like, just try to be straight. Try to be natural. Good. Now we'll step out with the right foot coming into wide-legged. And turn your left toes underneath the chair. So if you need to widen out to feel a little better, do that. And we'll start by bending into the left knee. So left knee comes over left ankle and then straighten it. And keep your hands on your hips. Oh, mine's making some crunchy sounds today. That's all right. As long as it's not bone on bone. All right, now we're going to pause here, knee bent, and take the arms out for warrior two. As we're balancing, look out over your left fingertips. Soften your shoulders. Relax here. This is a warrior pose, and in a warrior pose, you want to be focused. Good. Now straighten your left knee, reach your left arm up, right hand to right leg. So reverse triangle. And now we'll bend back into the left knee, warrior two. We're going to do a couple of these. Reverse triangle, straighten the left knee. Left hand goes up. Warrior two. Reverse triangle. Warrior two. Reverse triangle. Option is to try to lift up the left toes so that the heel digs into the ground. Reach as far up as you can with the left fingers. And feel the stretch right here on the left side. Nice. Then back into the left knee, warrior two. And we're going to take the left hand to the chair. And then roll back your right shoulder. See if you can push encourage the knee to not come forward in front of you, but to kind of go straight ahead. So feeling the inner thigh stretch here. You can have your hand on your hip, your hand on the back of your head, or the hand above your head. Nice. Now we're going to take this right hand that's on in the air, bring it to the chair, and then lift up your back right heel. So we're in a lunge here now. Make sure you've got enough space if the chair's in your way. You may have to scoot closer to the edge. So bend into your left knee, push back through your right heel. So like a runner's stance. You're about to shoot off into your race. And if you push back through that heel, you can feel it right here in the hamstrings, the Achilles. Whew. Now, option is to stay here or to come with us. So imagine now that we're just going to float up that right leg. And you can take the left hand off or you can keep the left hand on the ground. So I'm just going to lift up the right leg and then shoot my left arm forward. So we're balancing, spine is nice and straight. One hip is not higher than the other. Gorgeous. Now take the left hand back, right foot back to the chair. Press into the feet and rise up. Turn yourself back forward. Hands to your hips. And then come into a wide-legged fold if you like, or stay in a flat back. So you can stay in a flat back or reach your hands down. You take just a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're going to toe heel the feet closer together as we come up. So we come up strong. Slide the hands up the shins, up the legs, roll up, shoulders back, head arrives. And now we're back in Tadasana. Just take a breath. Very good. And let's try that same series on the left side. So again, maybe scoot your chair over so you got some space. We start with Tadasana. Right hip is next to the chair. Feet are at 12 o'clock. And then step your left foot out. Turn your right toes to underneath the chair. Hands to your hips. And then we're just going to take some bends. You may want to widen out your stance more if you think you got a little more in you. And just play around with what it feels like on this side. All right, now bend into your right knee, arms go out, warrior two, look out over your right fingertips, nice and strong. Shoulders soft, head's relaxed. Now we're going to straighten the right knee, reach the right arm up, left hand to your left leg. Reverse triangle. Now back to warrior two. And now flow, giving you a couple of these. Remember, they don't have to look like mine. Your body is unique to you, so your poses will look slightly different than mine. Make sure there's no pain. You can stay longer or move faster depending on what your body's craving today. Good, and now we'll come back to warrior two and take the right hand to the chair, left hand to your hip, behind your head or over your head. Bend into the right knee. And try to lean back that left shoulder. So you can feel, I really feel it here in my obliques all the way down my left leg. Nice. Now we'll take this left hand, bring it to the chair. As we bring it to the chair, spin your left heel up. So your toes are now going towards the chair. And maybe adjust as needed. I gotta fix myself a little bit. I'm gonna squiggle back my left foot so I can get my left leg nice and long. And now we're in that runner's lunge again. So play around with what it feels like on the Achilles heel. See if you can find a little hip flexor here too. Feel a lot of my right leg. Now we'll go back into that balance sequence. If it's not working for you, don't worry about it. But we're going to push off with the left leg. I'm going to lift up the left foot off the ground. Left hand's going to stay on the seat of the chair. Right arm's going to extend. Try to balance. Push out through the left foot. Hug the belly in. Soften your right knee. Don't lock out that joint. And then nice and smooth, bring the hand and the foot back down. Land the feet, rise up. And turn yourself back forward. And then again, you can take your pick for how you want to do this wide-legged fold. Arms can go behind you, interlace, stay on your hips. You can bend the knees. You can take the arms down. But go ahead and go into some sort of either flat back or inversion of your choice. Sometimes I like to bend my knees and sway. That's also an option. If getting this low to the ground does not feel good to you, stay up. Most importantly, we come up slow as not to get a rush of blood to the brain. So toe heel your feet underneath your hips. Slide your hands up your legs, stacking Bone on top of bones. Roll the shoulders back. Head lifts up. Back to Tadasana. Step out just a little bit and imagine you have a hula hoop around you. And all we're going to do is sway the hips in a circle. Nice. And now let's switch to the other side. So just unwind your circle. Go the opposite direction. Very good. Now come back through center to star pose. Arms reach out. Big stretch up through the fingers. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches to the left, to the right. And then we'll switch sides. Left arm comes to left leg, right arm reaches up. And back to star pose. Hands to your heart, step your feet together. If we're Mary, we're going into downward facing dog next, so you may need to adjust your chair. We'll stand behind it, hold on to the back of the chair, and then walk ourselves backwards. And you can make yourself nice and long through the chest and the arms. Push your tailbone back. Soften your knees so they're slightly bent. And then again, if you want to, you can get a little deeper in this down dog. If you bend your knees more and sink your head in between your elbows. All right. Now we're going to rise up and step your left foot forward. Straighten the left knee. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So pyramid pose, this left hip is going to come back, right hip is going to kind of come forward. Actually, what you want is your pelvis neutral. So one's not in front of the other one. And then keep the leg straight and then lean onto your chair. And then adjust as needed. Now, option here is to lift up the left toes, digging your left heel into the ground, and you'll feel just a little deeper stretch. Right, return the left foot back to the earth. Keep your right forearm on the chair and sweep up, left arm for the twist. Now return your left arm straight out of your shoulder, lift up the right leg, balance. So similar to what we were doing a second ago, but different way to get there. Right leg is kicked back, left arm is reaching out. This is revolve half moon pose. Good. Bend into your left knee, step your feet together, stand tall, mountain pose. Hands to your heart. Good. Hands back to the back of the chair, and we step back again, downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Give you a couple breaths to enjoy this. All right, when you're ready, you lift your chest through your arms. Step your right foot forward. So your all 10 toes are facing forward. And it's just a step forward. You don't want to be too big or too small here. Again, think about your hips in the same, going in the same direction here for just a second. Now lean into it. Use your arms on the seat of the back of the chair. And maybe even drop that left hip. It just feels like this left hip is coming down some, and the right hip's going back some. So now that they're neutral, enjoy this side. And your option is to lift up the right toes, digging the right heel into the ground. Ooh. Very nice. And then we'll lower the right foot. Keep the left forearm on the top of the chair. Extend the right arm up for the twist. Good. Now take right hand down. Left arm stays on the chair. You can bring the right hand to the seat of the chair. Lift up. Back left leg. Also extend the right arm. And touch back down. Arms rise up. Step your feet together. And hands come down. Good. Now we're going to go into tree pose next. So you can stay facing this way, it doesn't matter. We'll press our weight into the right foot. Left foot goes out to the side. Lift up your knee and then plant your foot, your left foot somewhere on your right leg. So even that left big toe can be on the ground. You can bring it to your calf. Hold onto the chair until you feel steady, and then practice taking your hands off the chair. Find something to gaze at that's not moving. Don't stare at me. And when you're ready, you can drop back down the left foot and shake it out. And now let's do the other side. Left foot stays grounded. Right foot steps out to the side. And then bring your right foot somewhere to touch your left leg. Lift through the torso upwards. Push down through the lower half of your body. Just see if you can find some balance today. Some days are harder than others. And then when you're ready, just lower the arms down and shake out the legs. Step back just a bit. We're going to come into a back bend. So hips are going to go towards the back of the chair. Hips are going to come forward. Shoulders are going to go back and lift up. So if this tugs on your low back too much, don't do it. And then try to straighten and maybe even round. Tuck the chin towards the chest. And we'll do that again. Hips come forward, head lifts. Breathe that inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, look down. One more. Inhale, hips forward, head lifts. Exhale, look down. Beautiful. Now let's make our way back to our chair or to the mat if we like to go to the floor. we'll toe our feet apart, and we're just going to kind of do some windshield wipers. So if you're on the ground, your spine's on the ground, and you can windshield wiper just like this on your back. And just kind of windshield wiper, whatever feels good. I do think it feels better on the floor than in the chair. All right. Now come back through center. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. So if you're on the floor, your shoulders are down. You're just using your hands to bring the knee closer to you. Good. And now we're going to come into figure 4 pose. You can do this reclining on your back as well. Place the right ankle on top of your left knee. Head and spine is straight. And if you're on the floor, all you're going to do is bring your knees to your chest. If you're in your chair, you can lean forward. Make sure you keep the right foot flexed, supporting the knee. Yeah, gently lean back and undo your right leg. And just sit tall for a second, relax. And then we'll lift up the left knee and give it a squeeze in towards the chest. And now move left ankle on top of right knee for figure 4. Sit nice and tall if you're in your chair. And then bring your chest forward towards your shin. If you're reclined, bring your knees towards you so it's the opposite if you're reclined on the floor. And flex the left foot. Now lean back, we'll undo the left foot. And then we're going to make our way into a version of Happy Baby. So there's several ways you can do this. I have an ottoman nearby, which I can stick my feet on, and I can, come down and kind of push my knees out. So that's one way to do it if you have something to put your feet on. Another way to do it is just bring your knees out wide and lean into it and, use your hands. If you have something to put your feet on that are like blocks, you can do that. If you're reclined on your back, you're on your spine, supine, and you're just laying on the floor with your feet in the air. You can hold the backs of the knees. If you're on the ground, it's fun to kind of rock. That's why they call it Happy Baby. So anything to kind of open the hips that feels good to you. Like I said, I like using my little ottoman sometimes. It's just the right height for me. So I'm sure you have little tables and things around your house that you can find to use as well. All right, when you're complete in this pose, we're just going to lean back and stretch out. So if you've got something on your feet, you can do that. If not, just lean back in your chair. And we'll take a second just to kind of get back in touch with our intention for the day. What do you want out of this day? Maybe how I started the practice was saying to practice kindness and take moments of frustration with others and let it be a teachable moment. A moment where you can educate somebody and rather doing it with harshness, do it with kindness. And sink into your stillness. Follow your breath until you can't remember you're following it anymore. Just relax. If you can stay longer in your Shavasana and want to, you're always welcome to do that. You can turn the camera off and just lay here and relax away for as long as you like. But if you got to get going with your day, go ahead and start to make small movements. Maybe rock the head a little side to side. Stretch out your fingers and toes. And then make your way back to a seated shape where you can sit nice and tall. My wish, my hope for each of you is that you take these tools you learn in your yoga practice. And they are tools. They're tools that we can use in our everyday life about how to work our way through difficult situations and remain calm and peaceful. And bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. The love, the light that resides within me sees, recognizes, and is honored by the love and the light that resides in you. Namaste. Thank you, guys.